What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today with the M5, it's not here, it's still broken. I have towed this car 4 times so far this year, and it's a lonely day in the backyard today. Dad's got most of the cars out. I'll show you what we got in stock right now. So we got the 760 Li V12. Thing's a sleeper for sure. Dad's C7 ZR1 usually sits right there. It's not here, he's got it up north. But we've got the classic pace car. I think it's a 78. Official pace car. 62nd grand annual 500-mile race. That's a collector's right there. Big fan of that one, Dad. And then we got Papa's girlfriend's 911 right there. It's a lonely day. We got like half the squad missing. I'm missing the M5 hard. But for that, I have a story time for you guys today. I'm gonna be telling you how a car crash that I got into spawned my love for car culture. So without further ado, let's say goodbye to the beautiful collection for now. One day I'll give you guys a full walkthrough of these. Like I said, there's like 3 missing right now. I will walk you through everything one day. But for now, let's get into story time, huh? Also guys, leave a comment below. Do you want me to do a full walk around review on my dad's C7 ZR1? I feel like that'd be a super fun car to do a review on. Let me know, leave a comment. That'll be a good video. Zeus, what do you think, huh? He's thinking about sleep. So to catch you guys up a bit, I have towed, like I said, I've towed my M5 3 times so far this year. It has been an absolute nightmare. After making videos talking about, oh, you know, I've had such good luck with my M5 E60, the maintenance isn't that bad, don't listen to the rumors. I had so much go wrong. It has been frustrating as hell. But it's in the shop right now. We should be getting it back within the next 4 days, I'm hoping. Jesus. Cardio, Chris, come on. So anyway, that's kind of what the issue is right now. M5 will be back in no time. Lots of new updates coming on that. Saving up for some mods. Every time I save up for a new mod, something goes wrong with the car and I put another 3 grand into it. It's like, come on, man. Just work for me for once. Oh, and also, this happened. We don't have to talk about it. We can talk about it. We probably shouldn't. But if you want to see some more behind the scenes stuff of this haircut, I really just said behind the scenes of my haircut. I meant car stuff, behind the scenes of car stuff, any of that, my life, Insta, TikTok, that's where you're gonna find it. Haircuts there too. Story time, I promise it's coming. About 4 years ago, I was in 2nd year university and I had, like I'm sure many of you guys had, you get your first car towards the end of high school. It was a hand-me-down from my dad, which I'm very fortunate for. It was a Chrysler 300 Hemi in all black. I looked like a literal pimp. It was great. Loved that car. Except for none of the controls, none of the radio, like none of the electronics worked. The AC was broken, but hey, it's high school. You gotta love that car. So drove that for the last 2 years of high school and then the first 2 years of university. Halfway through university, I was trying to figure out, like many of you, I'm sure, trying to figure out what you want to do in your life. And I wasn't happy with just following that normal route of, you know, you finish school, you get a job, you work at a desk, you retire at 65, and you're super unhappy and want to die. Didn't want to do that. So I have a running joke going with my dad that if I hit 30 and I'm sitting in a cubicle somewhere, he just has to come to pop me in the head because I'm gone. That's I've failed if I'm there at that point. Was really trying to figure out what to do with my life, was trying to figure out my passions. I used to play really high level competitive hockey, stopped doing that, wasn't my thing anymore. Got really big into the gym, but I was like, I don't know if I want to make money on this. Like, I don't want to be a personal trainer or anything like that. So what do? I started getting more and more into this Chrysler 300 and I was like, maybe I can start thinking about modding it and stuff because it's a kind of cool car. I've seen some people mod it before. And I just was kind of dipping my toes into car culture and modding cars and stuff like that. And then sure enough, 2nd year university, I was driving to my ex-girlfriend's house at the time and I was going through an intersection and it was a one-way stop sign. So there's a stop sign for the other cars, but not the way I was going. So I just went through it. Again, I had right away. So I went through this stop sign and a guy in some like shit brown Honda Odyssey 2004 minivan just came barreling through the other side and absolutely T-boned me. I'll put a picture up right now, some of the aftermath. T-boned me going through this intersection. It was not a good time. I was fine. I had a little bit of seatbelt burn, but that was it. And then dealing with that guy after was an absolute nightmare. Not trying to get into too many details with that, but he basically tried to say that I hit him on purpose and I was a young kid doing an insurance scam and like all this stuff, but he ended up being at fault, so no issue on my part. So with this car being totaled now, it was written off, I got a little bit of money. And I was like, okay, I have a little bit saved up too. This is an opportunity to start a new chapter in my life and to really get into this car culture thing a bit more. So I started looking around, and I was like, what can I get for my budget? Which at the time was between 15 and 25,000 Canadian dollars. And so the first I looked at was a bit of JDM, and I was like, do I want to get into like a Subaru or an Evo or something like that? And I was like, not too much my style. I love JDM to death, and I plan to get a JDM car one day for this channel to build, I promise, something like a Silvia S15 or something. But at the time I was like, I want something a little on the European side, like a Euro tuner. I'm half German, so I love German cars like Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, all those great cars. So I started looking that way, and as you can see in the backyard there, we are very much a BMW family. One of our other cars that's missing there is an X5. We've had BMWs our whole life, so we started looking in the BMW direction. And so me and my dad went out and we looked at 330s and 335i's, and they're just a bit too small for my liking, and the M3s that I liked were just out of my price range just by like 10 grand, like, you know, a high-end M3 E92 is like 35,000 Canadian. So that was too much. And at the time I had no idea that this car was gonna be this collector's car that people loved this much. I knew nothing about the M5 E60, but we stumbled across this silver BMW M5 E60 in Silverstone 2, which is like the rarest color for that M5, also with a red interior. It's like a double like luck on those that combo. We look at it and we test drive it, and I like instantly fall in love with it. I fall in love with the sound and all that, and the SMG transmission. It wasn't manual, unfortunately, but it's tough to find those in North America. So I'm looking there with my dad. I'm like, Dad, we gotta buy this car. And he was like, yeah, for the right price, we will. And so I let him take over again. I'm 18 years old at this point. I'm a second-year university student, or 19 years old. No idea, nothing about negotiation or buying cars or none of that. So let him take the reins on that. They would not drop the price. We got it down to a certain number we liked, and my dad's like, okay, take 500 off and we'll do it. And they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't take 500 off the price. And so my dad's like, all right, we walk. We were walking out of the dealership, and I remember looking at my dad and I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, this is a car, it's a good deal, right? Like, it's an M5 and it's like under like 20 grand, but before tax. Like, come on, what are we doing? And he just goes like, trust me, Chris, trust me, just wait. I was like, all right. So sure enough, we are driving down the road 10 minutes later after leaving the dealership on the way home, and they call us and they're like, all right, you know what? We'll do it. And after getting that car, I spawned this YouTube channel. I spawned my car culture clothing brand, Apparel by Enemy. I'll leave the Insta right here. Go check that out. I'll show some clothes at the end of the video. But it's really that car accident that sparked everything for me. Getting T-boned and then having that adventure of, okay, what do I do now? I don't have a car. This car's written off. And then having the excitement of getting to like bond with my dad a bit and say, hey, let's go look for a car together. We really had a lot of fun doing that. And he's a big car guy, as you can see. I will give you a full walkthrough of his collection one day. It's pretty cool. And so it really spawned that love for me. And as you guys can see, all the blood, sweat, tears, and money I have had to put into this M5 ever since then. It's something I'm very passionate about and enjoy sharing with you guys. And there are so many more mods to come that I hope you will stick around. And if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more of that M5, make sure you like and sub and give me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, and let me know which one of my dad's cars you want to see the most too, because that would be really cool. So that is my story of how I got into car culture through a car crash. Now that we've kind of reached towards the end of the video, I want to take some time and show you guys some of my favorite pieces from the car culture clothing brand that spawned from all of this craziness, the car crash and all that. All right, the first one I can really show you guys is the one I'm wearing right now. This is just our base logo, tri-logo tee. It's the first piece we ever produced. This one's very special to my heart. It says Apparel by Enemy Launch Exclusive 2019. That's when we started the brand, right there. Unfortunately, these ones are sold out, but just to give you a look at the first Enemy piece we ever produced. Actually, I think the hat I'm wearing has the base logo on it as well. Big fan of these. That is kind of our base logo stuff. But let's get into a bit more of the car culture focused clothing. So if you're like me, you loved growing up with the Tokyo Drift movies, Fast and Furious, all those ones. So through that, we designed the Tokyo Daydreams inspired long sleeve tee. Features the Enemy logo right there in the middle, with two Nissan Silvia S13s on either side, a little bit of a vaporwave sun in the back there. Big fan of this long sleeve. This is actually the last one we have left in stock. Size large, grab it while you can. We also have the exact same one, in gray. Also, I forgot to mention that the whole thing is framed in a, it's gonna focus, in a computer window. That's the whole vibe of the shirt. So it's got the little like window closing stuff in there. And then right here in Japanese, it says Tokyo Daydreams. Same on the other one. So that's one of our best long sleeves. I really like that one because it like talks about and kind of accentuates that JDM vibe. So JDM clothes, car culture clothes is what we're all about. Let's go on to the next one. We wouldn't be a car culture brand if we didn't talk a bit about our racing roots. So we have the Royal Blue Enemy Racing crew neck with huge, super aggressive back print. A little skeleton hand holding a racing flag there. I love this one. Also, for this drop, all the interior or all the insides is double lined with fleece inner lining, as you can see. These are insane. Softest stuff you will ever feel. Look at our customer reviews on our website, apparelbyenemy.com. It's nuts, man, you're gonna love it. Now, the last piece I'll show you for this video, or else it's gonna be an hour long, is our Formula One Marlboro F1 livery long sleeve inspired tee. Here it is, breast print with the Enemy Marlboro crossover logo, and then again, big, thick old back print right on the back. This has been our fastest seller ever. I think we have 2 of these left. We released them only about a month ago, and they're almost completely gone. I got something on my personal one right here. It looks like spaghetti sauce or something. There it goes. So grab yourself these if you can as well. We really upped the quality on this one for this drop. We also got our custom sewn in labels, as you can see right there, if it's gonna focus. So it's really starting to become its own real brand. I'd love to get into streetwear stores or some kind of store at some point here, especially in Toronto where I'm from. That's definitely the next plan on the list. But that is our Enemy F1 long sleeve Marlboro tee. Go check it out. You'll love that one too. And guys, that is gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching if you stuck around this far. Again, just wanted to show you the clothes in case you're interested. Really trying to grow that community together, and having more of my subscribers there would just make my day. Also, rate the crazy ass mullet. I wanna know what you guys think. I'm kind of feeling it. On good days, I'm feeling it. On bad days, I'm not. Lots of M5 stuff coming. It should be a good time as soon as I can get that car back from the shop with an empty bank account. Cannot wait. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, sub, all that good stuff. You are the best, and I'll catch you in the next video. As always, my name is Chris. Peace.